afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Operator Nexxus, and this is Transport Fever. Last time around, we had upgraded the fuel train, the long-haul fuel mix consist that is transferring fuel and construction materials from one side of the map to the other, as well as food. And then we upgraded some of these trains to haul, like this is the cattle train, hauling cattle one way and food and fuel back the other. I happened to, you noticed that I did change some of these things around, and this is a little bit bigger than it was the last time. I did a little bit of a time lapse, and so why don't you go ahead and check that out real quick, and we'll be right back.
Doesn't mean I lost my darling. Where were you when my heart was on the ground? I thought time would prove that you would stick around. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm coming, yes, and water.
Welcome back, folks. I hope you enjoyed the little time lapse and the way that we had to change things around to get a little bit more throughput. That is not what we're going to focus on today, though. Today, we are going to focus on, believe it or not, it's not going to be anything as thrilling as putting in an airport or putting in longer trains. We need to focus on changing around the routes. Not changing the routes, but we need to put different vehicles on these here routes, the inner city routes for passengers to get to and fro, because passengers are piling up. There's 62 passengers waiting at this station. That's not cool. That's not okay. This one seems to be doing okay. After that, we can discuss possibly doing some other thing. It looks like we might not be doing a whole lot of this as I thought. This is new, so it's just getting laid in. That doesn't require any more than that. That doesn't require any more. How many you got waiting? 11. I think we're good. What we might want to do is, oh yeah, it's probably time to upgrade. Let's actually just go to the upgrade planner thing over here. Find vehicles. Let's do age. There we go. All of this stuff needs to be replaced. Let's use the canner stat and let's say this is fuel. Okay. On. Close. The blue line. Oh. 52 years. Yeah, that's not good. Finances are still good, but we still need to replace it. Let's say we're going to take you away. And we're going to... Let's find a nice, decent locomotive to throw you on. It's not as nice as the last one. How fast are you going? 60. Okay, you're going 60 on the blue line, so let's do... Oh, I don't know. One of these numbers, maybe? No, that's too slow. We need something with some grunt, for sure. Let's do the USR Heavy Mikado. Oh well, the United States Railway Administration was formed during World War I to make sure the railroads ran efficiently. These are for freight cars. We won't use that then. That was for freight cars. We'll use something else. What's this? Yeah, we can use this. This will be nice. Yeah, heavy express passenger trains. We can roll with that. All right, so you move 95, so that means that we need some cars that move around that speed. At least I think you move that speed. Yeah, you move 95, so we need some wagons that move that fast. 87, 62, 124, that's too fast. How about just some... Oh, that's 100. We can do these. We can do the GWR, call it Bow and Coach. This is a GWR, so that works. For those of you out there who were throwing things at your monitor, the last time I put a train on the line and put GWR cars on a non-GWR locomotive. Here's the actual GWR cars for the locomotive. So we'll go 20, 40, 60, 81, that's 90, 20, 40, 60. That's not quite 150, it's like 144, I think. It's going to cost us 55 million. Do it. Okay, oops, need to go back into that. Okay, so that's that done. Then we need to get the Margate brick delivery. We'll continue to use the Mac. Oh, that's plastic. We'll turn this on for auto replace. Construction material train freight. Ooh, okay. Well, what kind of vehicle was that? What are we using? The 462 Pacific. Okay, we can... let's put something a little more powerful than that on there. We can use this one. And then we'll put, we need, what's this? Construction materials. So we're going to use the Pennsylvania. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 144. We don't want to replace it now. Replace it the next time that it drops off. Brick delivery, Kempston bricks delivery. We can probably put the Cannerstat on here now. And off you go. Then we got Wigton bricks. And these have all been piling up for, you know, updates since we've been laying everything in. And we've mostly been ignoring it because they don't really cost anything to run a month. So it's not really been hurting our bank deposit. But the trains and stuff will start to hurt our bank deposit if we don't get them upgraded. Okay, we'll just put the Cannerstat on most of these for the bricks now. Because it is largely 1964, we don't need to really be using the steam lorries anymore. One of the smaller towns might keep the steam lorries just because they don't have the demand for bricks, and therefore putting more expensive cars on there won't help the situation. Alright, oh, everything is updating all at once. Okay, so the brick shunting also needs to be upgraded. Good lord. Can we get a break? We're going to be spending about 200 million just on upgrades. Let's go 40. These are, here it is, this one. Wagons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On your own time. Okay, rolling bricks, brick shunting, Wigton fuel. And this is not exactly what I had in mind for the episode, but it is what it is, I suppose. It has to be done. Let's see, Tiverton. Those trains are okay for the moment. Kempston fuel, road freight, Tiverton construction, Tiverton fuel. All right. Well, the Cannerstat. That on there. Say off you go. Cannerstat. Off you go. And unsurprisingly, the Cannerstat. Off you go. Okay. Did we already fix Margate? Nope, we didn't. Another Cannerstat. Fuel. Off you go. Tottenham fuel. Wigan mixed freight. Those are still good. Margate Raisin. No surprise there that these need to be replaced. They've been in service since the beginning. We'll put the Cannerstat on there, unsurprisingly. Auto replace. Tottenham fuel, road freight. Yeah. This is what happens when we neglect putting on upgrade vehicles on the lines. This is what happens, folks, when we neglect putting upgraded vehicles on the lines. We spend an episode upgrading all of the vehicles. Alright, I will be back. I'm going to go upgrade the rest of these, and then I will catch you back in a moment. Alright, and welcome back again. All of the upgrades for the road vehicles have been accomplished and taken care of. Holy moly, we have a lot of fuel waiting here. There is 558 fuel waiting for Tottenham fuel, 279 for Southall mixed consist, and 380 fuel waiting for long haul mixed consist. I don't even know where that train's at. That train is nowhere to be found. It's over there somewhere, probably. Yeah. It'll be a while before it gets back over here to pick this up. We might actually consider having to put another train on that route, being that it is as long as it is. What's your finances look like? They're not great. We need to probably think about putting a second train on the long haul freight because we're not getting enough frequency, so we're not getting enough material shipped. And that's bad for business. Okay, now over here, you will see that I have upgraded, like as you saw in the time lapse, I have upgraded this station to hold these trains. Unfortunately, it's not big enough to hold the long haul mixed consist because it's a mighty train. And there will be longer trains come the future of the series later and later down the road. Probably like around the year 2030 or so, we'll have some pretty long trains running the map. Anyway, this is holding 97 food. It's sitting for full load. I was waiting on 10-minute wait period for full load. How much you got waiting? Processing 221. Okay, that's decent. And this must be Wigton. Yeah, this is a Wigton mixed freight. How much are you making us? None at all, but that's okay because the feeder lines are making us the most money, which is exactly how it should be. Anyway, let's take a look at some other things and find out what is going to be the next exciting escapade for the next episode. And I'm thinking that we need to connect up. We do have a station here. Out from here, possibly around the mountain, out to St. Neots, and then to Fakenham to connect up the rest of that route. Thank you, autosave. And that will complete the east-westbound line, which is called the east-westbound line at the moment. We might come up with something greater than that later. It is Iwardeka, so it's just called the purple line. That's just what I named it for the episode, was the east-westbound line. This is the purple line. You are making us some decent cash. You do have full passengers on board, which is wonderful. 75 of 75. How many are waiting to go back? 118, so you're not even going to get a full load. So this is working. This is operating just under, perfect. It is carrying full loads. And it might very well mean, let's see how much it's going to drop off. Or not how much, let's see how much it's going to pay us to drop these people off here. Oh, look at that. That is so beautiful. Oh, that's the screenshot, folks. That's probably what's going to be on the thumbnail. That or something else more amazing. Let's see. You made us 524K one way from between stations. That's not bad at all, actually. These towns are growing pretty nicely. I like the stations that are right between the center of town, and then we got this nice little bridge. Oh, it's wonderful. Anyway, let's go over and say we need to get a train from Littlehampton to Kirby and Ashfield, and then connect it up somewhere. And I'm wondering if we should just do like a Kirby and Ashfield over the river to Littlehampton around to St. Neots, and then that just be the end of that line. That got kind of just be like a little kind of mountain route. Like the Mountain Express route. That's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to go from St. Neots to Littlehampton, across the river to Kirby and Ashfield, and we're going to call it the Mountain Express route. No, ladies and gentlemen, that will be the Mountain Express route. Okay, now let's look around and see if we have any more towns that connect up. I think that's it. Okay, so after we connect up Fakenham to St. Neots out to Southall and connect that line, we'll also go from St. Neots to Littlehampton out to Kirby and Ashfield, call that, as I've already said. And then after that, we need to probably start looking at getting some of the other these things, some of the other goods and stuff. Get those chains started and get them running around doing stuff, doing things. I chose this small map. Not that it's a small map. It is a large map, but it's a 1x1. And I chose this 1x1. Actually, I think it's a medium map. I apologize. I don't think this is a large map. Pretty sure this is medium. I chose this medium map with the medium settings and the medium difficulty and the hilliness because I wanted to get a feel for how this was going to be, what the reception was going to be on my channel for Transport Fever. And from what I can tell, the reception has been mostly positive. I'm still new and still, kind of starting out, and I'm starting to, get, more and more followers and stuff like that. But I did this little tiny one because I wanted to just see what the reception was going to be. Anyway, like I said, the reception has been wonderful. Especially like people that are, watching, even 10 minutes in. I mean, I don't care if you skip through it or whatever, you skip the boring bits. you're here, and that's what's important. So what's going to happen is in the next series, this is probably not going to be very much longer series. I mean, we'll connect up the rest of the industries, and we'll get the industries plumbed into, you know, feeding these towns and stuff. But I don't think it's probably going to go on more than probably another 20 episodes or so. And then after that, we will end the series, and then we will start up an American series, probably on a large 1 to 2 map with medium settings and the mods. Oh, that reminds me, I did compile, as you noticed, I did compile a list of partial mods that I have installed for this series. I am working on tracking down the rest of them as much as I could just go in on the save game and look and find each one of them that's enabled. Sometimes the name differentiates from the list in the game to what you subscribe to on the workshop. It's just slightly named differently or some such. So I will get that worked out and try and get the rest of the mod list compiled as I'm just running around here in circles. Get the rest of the mod list compiled and then get it up there, hopefully before the end of the series, I would hope. We're going to do like 20 more episodes of this. Well, once we get everything all connected up and feeding into the towns, that'll pretty much be game wrap, and then we can start doing more challenging things. Now, as you know, I did upgrade a couple of those stations and trains, and now you can see we have 464 construction materials waiting here to be shipped up to the food area. And, well, it looks like the shunting train just left. He sure did, with 92 of 120 on board. That's not bad at all. Haha, yes. Yes! Look at that! Sorry, I didn't mean to yell in your ear. Oh my goodness, look at the trains. The trains are wonderful. The trains are wonderful. Can I get a good shot? Oh. That actually might be the screenshot, folks. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Anyway, so we got the towns pretty much worked out. We've got a lot of passengers waiting for the yellow. Holy crap. This is going to be the NNWJ steam locomotive hauling the American time period coaches that is going to be called, as I have been told in the comments, and forgive me, Neil, if I pronounce this wrong again, but I'm pretty sure this train is going to be pronounced the Powhatan Express. Now try to say that fast 5 times without screwing up. Anyway, that's going to wrap this one up. I've been Operator Nexxus, and you have been wonderful. Thank you very much for watching this. If you like this one, please leave me a thumbs up. And if you don't want to miss what happens in the next one or miss anything else on the channel, make sure that you hit the red subscribe button and the notification bell so that you do not miss anything. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.